must leave no stone unturned.
Windblade! Duh. Bet you can't keep up with... Look, a wind current! It might lead us to the top of the tower.
Oh, we can't advance any further.
Is this the work of Dvalin?
No. These ruins were once part of an ancient city. Dvalin just happens to be nesting in these ruins for now. These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds. Mondstadt is a city without a ruler. However, before it was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway, I'll sing you that story when we have a chance in the future.
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light. If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it.
We should be close to completing the ceremony for this actuator. Let's put the last part back and see.
Looks like we're right. There are 3 more halos circling the tower.
Which means there are 3 more corresponding light actuators to act. I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered within the ruins around here.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and seals as his lair? Doesn't he get a...
He doesn't walk in.
You do have a point. light actuating ceremony does work magic! It looks like one of the 3 halos above has now become solid ground! Let's start looking for the next puzzle!
Cool it! Freeze! Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time.
Go, Barret! Yeah!
Freeze! What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. One more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken.
Catch the wind. Cool it! Dodge this!
Windblade! Get him!
Don't get frostbite. Freeze!
Gone!
Cool it! What's the hurry?
It's done! Paimon thinks we should venture onward from here.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done. Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come by the people.
I have loved that song since How are you feeling today, Honorary Knight? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
Even Master Diluc accompanied us to the very end, despite only being an accidentally involved bystander.
You shared your secret with me, And I only returned your trust to the same extent.
As for Master Jean, responsibility. What about the tone-deaf bard?
It's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom? She really is a child of freedom. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king. And its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt, no one should have deceived him by telling him that and no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty to protect the city. He has the right and freedom to choose his own way of...
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wind that have blown through Mondstadt go with you. Just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar.
Look! There are 2 shiny spots on Dvalin's back! They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots! Dvalin is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer. Extract and condense the pure animo from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled. I'm sorry this is hurting you. Hang on. Now we can fight Dvalin on equal grounds! The grandest bard is here to help! But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. Tainted blood clot on his neck. Ha!
Dodge this!
Leave it all to me.
This is Dvalin's ace in the hole, Celestinum Finale Termini.
This dragon has strange taste when it comes to naming things.
I named it for him just now.
Seriously?
Well, anyway, let's ride the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms. The energy flooding out from the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your step.
Steady as stone.
Now is our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
Cool it!
This place is gonna collapse!
It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Animo Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, You still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
And so, the Stormterror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Stormterror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
You guys are back! The honorary knight returns triumphant. Yep, we're back from tussling with Dvalin. You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about your heroic deeds. I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that. You're right, actually. Peace is hard won, and we shouldn't take it for granted. And this time, you're the one we should all be grateful to. You're welcome. But have you been waiting for us here this whole time? Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do. In fact, I'm dealing with the aftermath of the crisis as we speak. Aftermath? Here? What happened in Mondstadt? While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated attack on the city. Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the Hilly Churls were moving closer to the city a while back. Oh yeah! Paimon remembers. When we first met, you were clearing out one of their camps. Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be in much greater danger by now. Me too. But I have a strange feeling that we're not out of the woods yet. Hilly Churls aren't usually capable of coordinating like this. Our best guess is that the Abyss Order is behind it. They've taken over the Hilly Churls? Good thing we saved Dvalin, or they might have taken him too. That's right. And since I'm the Outrider, it's up to me to keep eyes on the Abyss Order from now on. I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your victory. I promised to take you out for some sticky honey roast, didn't I? There's no time like the present, right? You guys You bet! You may have forgotten till just now. Awesome, let's go! It's been wait for me at Good Hunter.
Thanks for helping us clean up this work ethic of yours. I know this paltry sum doesn't begin to pay you back.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
Here we go. Crisis, danger, Adventurers Guild. Finally, our days of rescuing kids. Roll up, youngsters. Join the What? The Stormterror threat is resolved? I missed. Stormterror should have put up more.
Long live the heroes. Many trade. I.
So every cloud has for that. As long as we.
Strange wanderers of wolfendom.
Greetings.
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship. Ah, so you do feel something for me. And people say my charm is fake. To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost. And that's coming from a knight.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart. Just looking for a quiet spot to collect my thoughts.
While all the other knights are working hard to clean up after the battle?
Thinking can be an arduous task, you know. Believe me,
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the perfect moment for the Abyss Order to make their... If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls? To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited, and watched for their next move. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Stormterror's lair. Just as the hilly churls' cries sounded from the city gates. That same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the...
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. As you can imagine, that left the inside of the city completely unguarded. Except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order infiltrators for a bit of... let's call it fraternizing. Through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting intel. The situation is this. The Abyss Order... They are united under a single leader.
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war.
What exactly did you have to do?
Let's just say I'm blessed with... there's more. The Abyss Order... Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing I think she's still angry with me for my...
1 minute I see Kaya, then... Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he... But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today, and my tummy's rumbling. Let's order. Hi, Sarah. 1 sticky honey roast, please. So, now the Stormterror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about her brother.
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now. Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius and our honorary knight. Wherever you... That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you. All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
That was good. Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now. His recommendation is the steak.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve...
May the Animal Archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mons. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on the contrary, simply proved just how vexatious.
Sounds like quite the story. We cannot ask you to keep Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The Holy Liar! Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Liar, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the liar again!
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Liar. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? You tone-deaf bard! Hey, don't go!
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirky wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake! Planet?
Don't listen to her nonsense, Miss Barbara.
Okay. Well, basically, I found you lying outside the cathedral unconscious and used my elemental powers to heal you.
Paimon thinks you could still use a final splash of ice-cold water to the face.
That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing This is the first time I've encountered such a
He left? Already?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean...
Paimon remembers Venti. It's probably due to the...
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it... I said the exact same thing last time. So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can...
Allergenes? Paimon's never...
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't... Instead, each Archon has an internal magic... It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying?
Her name is Signora, number 8 of... She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
Indeed. She is one of the 7. The Tsaritsa who reigns from her winter palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to. The 7 don't always get along well, but still... I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's Gnosis. How should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, and after that, she cut off all... But we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the Fatui for another day. If you seek the rest of the 7, you should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally. He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone,
In any case, this year's Rite of Dissension is soon to begin.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before?
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Yep. Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, great. So that's that for the... If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always. Well then,